If a border is a river, what happens when the river jumps its banks? Most maps pretend coastlines and channels are fixed. Rivers aren't. They migrate, meander, and sometimes leap into a new course overnight. When the line on the ground moves, the line on the map faces a dilemma. Rivers change in two main ways. Gradual erosion shaves one bank while building the other. Cartographers call this accretion. Sudden course changes, avulsions, cut new channels and leave old loops behind as oxbow lakes. Border treaties often rely on the Thalweg principle. The boundary follows the deepest navigable channel. That works until the channel relocates. Here's the rule of thumb used by many boundary commissions. If the river shifts slowly by accretion, the border follows. If it jumps by avulsion, the border stays where the main channel used to be. It's a legal compromise between natural geography and human stability. You can see the tension along sections of the Rio Grande, the Danube's island-speckled bends, and reaches of the Mekong where cutoffs have created orphaned lands, farm fields suddenly on the wrong side of the water. Engineers try to freeze the picture. Training walls, revetments, and bank armoring aim to tame meanders. The goal isn't only flood control, it's border control. A stabilized Thalweg keeps customs posts, bridges, and local rights coherent. But every intervention has a cost. Move the river too aggressively and you push erosion downstream, inviting the next dispute. Map-making tools reveal the drama in plain sight. Scroll time-lapse imagery and you'll watch channels walk across their floodplains and then see isolated horseshoe lakes marking yesterday's flow. That visual record is a quiet proof. Borders drawn on water are living agreements, not static lines. The human side is immediate. When a cutout leaves a village marooned, you get practical headaches. Which police respond? Whose school district is it? Where do farmers register land titles if the deed shows one bank and the water now says another? Many countries fix specific segments by coordinates to avoid endless adjustments. Others prefer ambulatory borders that track the Thalweg, accepting paperwork churn in exchange for geographic honesty. A simple test helps you understand any river border. Ask 3 questions. First, is the legal line the Thalweg or a fixed surveyed line? Second, does the agreement specify what happens after avulsion? Third, are stabilization works present? Groins, bank protection, cutoff channels. That hint at an attempt to lock the boundary in place. With those answers, you can predict how a future flood might redraw jurisdiction. The lesson is larger than maps. Systems built on moving foundations, rivers, markets, even technologies, need rules for slow drift and sudden jumps. Good borders anticipate both. When you next trace a winding boundary on a globe, remember, the law may follow the water, but the water follows physics. If you want clear geography that explains real power on the ground, subscribe for more Atlas Unfolded.